All right, everyone, what is going on? And welcome back to Mets Weekly as we are live this very moment on YouTube and on X for watch-along coverage of Mets versus Braves, game 109 of 162, the second game of the doubleheader today, and the third and final game of this three-game set against the Braves here at Citi Field in Queens. But before we start, make sure to subscribe for live episodes of the Mets Weekly podcast following every single regular season series. For those of you watching or listening on playback and want to join the conversation in the future, make sure to turn on our post notifications to know when we go live. Make sure to follow Mets Weekly on X and TikTok. Follow us individually. Sorry, guys. Follow us individually. The links are all down below in the description as always. But what is going on, people? We are back for another watch-along stream, the second of the day. Obviously, the Mets took care of business in the opener. They won 3-2. Got a couple of big extra base hits and a couple of big RBI hits from guys like Francisco Alvarez, Carson Bench, and then we also saw a strong start by Sean Manaea where he went 6 strong innings, only giving up 2 runs, and obviously we saw Deb Williams come out in the 9th inning and close out the ball game. But yeah, we'll see if the Mets can look to sweep the doubleheader, and not only that, but sweep the series as well. Listen, not that it really matters because at the end of the day, the Mets are dead and buried. And by the time we hit the trade deadline, which is coming up on Monday, which again, we will be live for the trade deadline stream with some of your other favorite Met YouTube content creators. So make sure you're on the lookout for that. But yeah, listen, like the season's lost. The season's been over now for a while. It's just a matter of now treading water and seeing who the Mets end up trading at the trade deadline and seeing what type of return they get in terms of prospects and stuff. But again, we will see what happens. But yeah, anyway, guys, let's get into starting lineup. So for the Braves side of things, leading off and playing catcher, Drake Baldwin. Batting second and playing right field, Ronald Acuna Jr. Batting third, playing first base, Matt Olson. Batting fourth, playing center field, Michael Harris II. Batting fifth and playing second base, Ozzie Albies. Batting sixth and playing left field, Mauricio Dubon. Batting seventh and playing right field, Mike Yastrzemski. Batting eighth and playing third base, Austin Riley. And batting ninth and playing shortstop, Jim Jarvis. And on the mound for the Atlanta Braves, left-handed pitcher, of course, ace pitcher of the Atlanta Braves, Chris Sale. Going to the Mets side of things, leading off and playing shortstop, Francisco Lindor. It's first time leading off actually in a while, obviously, because A.J. Ewing is not in the lineup for the second game. So, obviously, we know that Lindor has been a staple leadoff guy for the past couple of years. Obviously, spent a lot of time in the IL this year, so he hasn't been leading off as much, but he's back in the leadoff spot for today. Batting second and playing third base, Bo Bichette. Batting third and playing center field, Luis Robert Jr. Batting fourth and DHing Francisco Alvarez. Batting fifth and playing left field, Tyrone Taylor. Batting sixth, playing second base, Marcus Semien. Batting seventh, playing right field, Carson Bench. Batting eighth, playing first base, Eric Wagaman. And batting ninth and catching for the Mets, Luis Torrens. And on the mound for the Mets, right-handed pitcher, Christian Scott. And we do not have a graphic for both pitchers, so I will read you guys their numbers once the score bug flashes up on SNY, which tells you what their numbers are. But yeah, people, obviously we'll see what happens. I'm not going to be on the stream for the whole thing. I will be here around till like 7:30 or 7:40 because I do have to exit after this. But Carson will take over after that, and then maybe Andrew decides to come on as well. Again, that's all down to scheduling and whether, he's out of work or not. But yeah, so let's see what happens in this game. Christian Scott, just on the mound right now, throwing his final warm-up pitches. And then we got, the Braves lineup right here. Dom Smith on the bench, followed by Jorge Mateo, Bart, and Eli White. Look at Drake Baldwin over his last 12 games, batting .426 with 5 home runs. And there's a look at Christian Scott. His numbers this year in 14 starts, a 3-2 record with a 3.13 ERA, 63rd and a third innings of work, 51 hits given up, 29 walks, 78 strikeouts, and a whip of 1.26. So really good numbers for Christian Scott. A strong season for him so far. And we're looking to continue that. Look at the defensive alignment here for the Mets. Obviously, Scott on the mound, Torrens behind the dish, Bo at third, Lindor at shortstop, Semien at second, Eric Wagman at first, and your outfield from left to right, Taylor, Robert, and Carson Bench. And obviously, we have Alvarez DHing. Oh, I don't know why the hell. Let me get that sorted out. I don't know why I had that one saved, but yep, here we go. First pitch swinging, and Baldwin dumps that ball into left center field for a base hit and a quick start for the Braves here. Baldwin will be held at second on a strong throw there from, I believe it was Luis Robert. So yeah, there we go. One pitch and one hit for the Braves. And now that'll bring up Ronald Acuna Jr. All right, here's the pitch from Scott to Acuna, and that pitch looked like, it did clip the zone, and the umpire did call it a strike, even though Torrens did not catch it securely. But Acuna's numbers this year: bagged 248 with 7 home runs, 22 RBIs, and a 780 OPS. Well, that Acuna is a strong power threat as well as a strong speed threat as well. The 0-1 pitch is hit to right center field. Benj over, and he'll call for Robert, and he'll make the catch for the first out of the game. So, nice bounce back there from Christian Scott after giving up the leadoff single. And now that'll bring up a dangerous power threat from the left-handed side, Matt Olson. Olson this year bagged 264 with 28 home runs, 65 RBIs, and 869 OPS. He's 1 for 7 in this series with a home run and 2 RBIs. First pitch from Olson, swung on a missed. And there's a look at the home run that Matt Olson hit in the opener of the series. The 0-1 pitch, swung on a missed again. Olson swings and misses to that inside fastball. And Scott is quickly ahead of the count here, 0-2. We also got the Mets wearing their black alternate jerseys, while the Braves go with their standard gray away jerseys. The 0-2 pitch swung on a miss for strike 3. Christian Scott gets Matt Olson to strike out on the low and away fastball. So just like that, Scott's first strikeout of the ballgame is on 3 straight pitches to Matt Olson. And now there's 2 outs. Daniel, what's going on? How you doing today? All right, now that brings up Michael Harris. First pitch sliders in there for strike 1. Harris this season batting 296 with 19 home runs, 61 RBIs, and 824 OPS. Career numbers against Christian Scott: 4-5 with 1 home run and 3 RBIs. Bill, what's going on? How you doing tonight? The 0-1 pitch swung on a miss at that high cutter, and now Scott's quickly ahead of Harris here, 0-2. All right, Harris just adjusting his batting gloves. The 0-2 pitch from Scott, fouled away. The 0-2 pitch fouled away again. So Harris staying alive here after fouling off 2 straight fastballs. 1986 was on saying, in the past 3 games, the Mets have the best record in baseball. Yes, they do. Only if that actually mattered. Okay, Ozzie Albies on deck here. The 0-2 pitch is hit on the ground right at Semien. He makes the throw over to his left towards Eric Wagman, and the side is retired on a Michael Harris groundout. So Christian Scott, a nice clean inning after giving up the leadoff single. We head to the bottom of the first, where Lindor, Bichette, and Robert will face Chris Sale. Good first inning from Christian Scott. I hope they keep Weaver. I hope they trade Weaver. Actually, I know the goal is to also compete next year, but with relievers, you never know how they're going to be from year to year. So if you have a chance to capitalize this much on Luke Weaver's value, and you can get a haul back in return for him because he is going to be one of the top relievers at this deadline, I would trade him personally. Mets win series with a win tonight. Well, they already won the series with winning the opener and then winning the first game of the doubleheader. But if they do win this game, they do sweep them. Yeah, if you can get a haul back for him. Well, yeah. Listen, obviously, I'm not going to trade Luke Weaver just to trade him. Like, I do want to get something good in return. I mean, obviously, listen, if no team is offering anything good in return, then obviously, listen, yeah, you can keep him, and he's on a fairly cheap contract for a reliever. But if you do get a really good trade return for him, then yeah, you have to take it. Because again, you never know with relievers. Like Luke Weaver might be really good this year. He could be complete ass next year if the Mets, take the risk and decide to keep him. So right now, if they get the trade that they want, capitalize on that value. All right, here's Chris Sale. First pitch in there to Lindor for strike one. Oh, the season series. Okay. I don't know what you meant the season series. My bad. Lindor batting .231 with 8 home runs, 23 RBIs, and 742 OPS. 3 for 7 in the series with 2 home runs, 6 RBIs. Well, yeah, that too. If you get a good trade for just about anyone, you should do it. I agree with you there in 1986. The 0-1 pitch clips the inside part of the zone for strike two. I think the Mets should just keep their bullpen from Bill. I don't agree. Listen, bullpens, like I said, they're fickle, and I know guys like Minter, Raley, even Weaver for most of their career they've been consistent. But again, if you get something really good in return for these guys, especially since they're on expiring deals, like listen, like with Brooks Raley, I love Brooks Raley, but he's going to be a free agent next year, and if the Mets really want to get him back, and if Raley really wants to be a Met again, they could just sign him back in the offseason for cheap, and you get the asset in return. So for that, I would just do that. The 0-2 pitch, Lindor hits that ball down the line, but it'll go foul into the seats. There's a look at the Braves' defensive alignment. Sale on the mound, followed by Drake Baldwin behind the dish. Austin Riley at third, Jim Jarvis at short, Albies at second, Matt Olson at first, and then the outfield from left to right, Dubon, Harris, Yastrzemski, and obviously, I guess Acuna is DHing. Pitch misses outside for 1-2. The 1-2 pitch is fouled off at home plate. The Braves don't impress me. I mean, at least I think they're a solid team, but I definitely don't think they're the best team in all of baseball per se. Like, I mean, listen, the Brewers are weird because the Brewers seem always to do good in the regular season and they never have enough in the postseason. The Dodgers are still number one for me, so I don't think this Braves team could beat the Dodgers. 1-2 is fouled off at home plate. One two misses down and in. Two from Sale, swung on a miss for strike three. Lindor goes down on the high fastball. So just like that, one out here. Oh yeah, that's true. We haven't seen Acuna be Acuna yet, but the thing about him is, a guy with that type of talent, he could turn it on at any point. Will he? That's the question, but we know he's capable of it. All right, now here's Bo. First pitch misses down and in for ball one with the curveball. Bo this year batting .259, 10 home runs, 53 RBIs, and 674 OPS. He's 3 for 9 in the series with 1 RBI. Yeah, Riley actually has been good for the last 3 years. He's struggled since 2023. We haven't seen that Austin Riley since then. Wish his brother had 1/4 of the talent. Yeah. Well, now he's out in Chicago. Which good luck to him, but Acuna was nothing special. I mean, apart from his short stint in 2024, where he came up at the end of the year, looked decent. Really last year just not wasn't or what's it called? Last year just didn't show anything. 1-2 pitch misses high. The umpire calls a strike. But will challenge, and I think he will get that call reversed. Yep, it did miss high and in. So 2-1 count now in Bo Bichette's favor. Two-one pitch misses inside with the curveball, and now a 3-1 count. Three one is in there, and now it's a full count. Three two fouled away. I got a ton of Luis and Acuna autograph cards. Now they ain't worth anything. It is what it is. That's why I don't do like cards too much, because it's like, they can fluctuate in value so much. 3-2 pitch is in there for strike three. Bo goes down looking at the inside fastball. And just like that, back-to-back strikeouts for Chris Sale to start the bottom of the first. And now they'll bring up Robert with 2 outs and the bases loaded. Yeah, that and it's very expensive. I was a car collector from like 23 to 26, stopped beginning of this year. First pitch to Robert, and the curveball hits the bottom of the zone for strike one. The 0-1 pitch swung on and missed, and now the count's 0-2. I sold the card on eBay for $750, and I got it from a $50. Yeah, that's a good. Who was the card that you pulled? 0-2 misses down and away for ball one. One-two pitch, curveball misses outside. Trying to make money on prospects is a losing proposition. Yeah, no, definitely. Some of them don't pan out and all that stuff. 2-2 pitch misses inside. Full count out of Robert. Good take there. 1986. It was a garbage pale kids card of the Japanese Cubs pitcher. Oh, Imanaga. Yeah, that's a good pull then. Honus Wagner. 3-2 pitch swung on and missed for strike three. So Sale retires the side here in order. And we head to the top of the second with the game tied up at 0. It was a 1 of 4, maybe 1 of 5. I mean, yeah, it's a good pull then. All right, we got 47 of you guys watching live stream right now, so as always, make sure you guys hit that like button, subscribe, share, hit the notification bell as well. You guys are awesome, and we all appreciate you guys here on Mets Weekly. Carson, Andrew, Frank, Evan, May, we all love you guys. So thank you guys so much for your support. Also, guys, we do have memberships. So if you do want to become a member here on Mets Weekly, there's two different ones. There's our standard one for $6.99 and our premium for $12.99. The $6.99 one offers you free emotes, gives you front of the line privileges for comments, and it also gives you access to videos early, and it gives you access to one set of AI songs. Then with the premium membership, you get front of the line access for call-ins, so you do get first priority, so you do get shifted up to the front of the line. And then you also do get more AI songs on top of that. So you get the ones from the standard edition plus the extra ones in the premium. So again, they're not mandatory, but if you guys do want to become members, by all means, we would greatly appreciate it. Forgot to hit the like, just did. Thank you, Bill. Appreciate that. All right, Christian Scott here, back on the mound as he faces Ozzie Albies. First pitch swinging, and he pops it up into the shallow outfield. Lindor out to get it, and he makes the catch. One pitch, one out here in the top of the second. Opposite of what happened in the first inning. Obviously, Baldwin, first pitch swinging, lined the base hit into left field, and Ozzie Albies, first pitch swinging, flies out. So there you go. Now with one out and the base empty, that'll bring up Mauricio Dubon. Dubon this year batting .260 with 10 home runs, 55 RBIs, and a .711 OPS. He's 1 for 7 in this series. First pitch from Scott misses up and away for ball one with the fastball. I think that they should re-sign Holmes too. I mean, I would like to re-sign Holmes, but it sounds like from what's happening is they're going to trade him. I mean, things could change, but it looks like they're going to trade him. 1-0 pitch is hit foul down the right field line and goes off the screen. The 1-1 pitch misses up and away for ball two. Two-one pitch is hit right back to Scott, who fields it cleanly, throws it over to first base. Wagaman gets the ball, and there's 2 outs quickly here in the top of the second. All right, now that brings up Mike Yastrzemski. First pitch fastball misses upstairs for ball one. Maybe he signs back with us as a free agent. I mean, we'll see what happens. Yastrzemski this year bagged .225, 6 home runs, 28 RBIs, and a .667 OPS. 1-0, and that backdoor slider hits the zone for strike one. Just look at the cloud coverage over Citi Field. Not expecting any rain tonight. Maybe... Yeah, no, it's not showing anything on the forecast right now. That pitch is in there for strike two, and the count's 1-2. One-two pitch from Scott. Swung on and missed for strike three. Yastrzemski goes down on the up and away fastball. And just like that, a clean second inning for Christian Scott. We head to the bottom of the second. It is still 0-0. Excellent start from Christian Scott here. Promising young talent for the Mets, along with guys like Nolan McLean, Zach Thornton. Maybe we see the Mets possibly go after and sign Tarik Skubal in the offseason. But again, not too confident on that. I still think he's going to be a Dodger. But we'll see what happens. But at least the Mets, they don't have a lot of things right now. Not a lot of good things right now. But Their outfield is set for the foreseeable future, and they do have a couple of good young stars coming up through the system. The rest of it, they got to figure this shit out. But at least they have that. So it's something. Bill saying if you trade a player with the intent of signing him in the offseason, you might take it the wrong way. I mean, yes and no. I guess it depends on the player. School? No, yeah, listen, I don't think they're going to sign Schoolboy. I think he's going to be a Dodger, but hypothetically. Listen, they have the money to sign him. It's not like money's an issue. It's just whether Schoolboy wants to come here. And I think he wants to go to the Dodgers because they'll offer him a lot of money, and it's the best place to go and win. No, listen, again, money talks. It does. But if he also wants to win, you know, I'm sure he'll pick the Dodgers. It's just, listen, you go into the offseason, you give him whatever he wants. Ultimately, though, it's his choice where he wants to go at the end of the day. What's up, Carson?
Hey.
All right. And since you're here, I'm going to log off and you can take over from here.
All right. Well,
so
I guess I'm taking over. You guys
thank you for stepping in.
Now.
Yeah. Keep them in line, Carson.
I'll try.
All right. See you later, guys. Thanks again, Carson.
Guys. That was Matt. All right, let me just get everything situated here. Alvarez leads off against Chris Sale, who just completely undressed this Mets lineup to start off the first. I was watching it live. That was pretty nuts. But hey, he's Chris Sale. He's damn good. The 1-0 swung on and missed at that slider. Alvarez at a big RBI double in the first game of this doubleheader. And that one is tapped right back to the mound. Sale right off of it. Throws to first in time. 1 out. Good old Chris Sale. Eight seasons of 200 plus strikeouts. Ridiculous. Here's Tyrone Taylor batting fifth tonight against the lefty. It's a called strike. Slider on the inner half of the plate. 3 for 8 in this series. He homered in the first game. Changeup misses down and in. The 1-1 popped up on the infield. Plenty of them converging, but Jim Jarvis is under it, makes the catch, 2 out. We might have. There won't be a salary cap next year. I can almost guarantee you that. They're pushing for it, but it ain't gonna happen. No player is gonna be agreeing to that. You already got guys publicly saying fuck off with that. First pitch to Simeon is fouled back to the screen, 0-1. That is a slider on the inner half of the plate, and it's quickly 0-2 to Simeon. Simeon does have himself quite a career against Sale, 6 for 18. The 0-2. Fastball misses upstairs for ball 1. One, two, swung on and missed, got him with the slider, and that'll retire the side. 6 up, 6 down for Chris Sale so far. We go to the third, no score. Riley Jarvis and Drake Baldwin. For the Braves in the road third. Christian Scott. "20 pitches through 2 innings. Working efficient so far. Matching Sale. Those of you in here, make sure to leave a like, subscribe. Guys, we're going to be live for the podcast tomorrow to recap this series, as well as obviously the latest in the trade deadline. And then, of course, we're going to be live for the trade deadline, the last 4 hours of it. So make sure to tune in with us. We'll have plenty of your favorite Mets creators as well. Okay, that was weird. God. Anyways, Austin Riley. Counts 1-1. That's a strike on the inner half. And it's quickly 1-2. Riley struck out 3 times in the first game of this doubleheader. 1-2. Strike 3 called. Got him with a fastball in the outer half of the plate. 1 out. Third strikeout for Christian Scott. Gotta bring up Jim Jarvis. Jim Jarvis batting 9th. Played the first game of this series. And he lines one. 1 hop to Lindor. Lindor throws to first in time. 2 out. That'll bring up Drake Baldwin. Baldwin lined the first pitch of the game into center field. Excuse me, to left field. Start off this game. It's the only hit in the game so far. First pitch, fastball, upper inner half of the plate. In there for a strike, and it's 0-1. The 0-1. Splitter is fouled off. Quickly 0-2. The 0-2. Cutter misses inside. Emergency hack on that fastball as it's fouled away. That sweeper is in the dirt. 2-2. What's going on here? Okay. 2-2 to Baldwin. Rounded slowly to the right side. Wagaman flips it over to Scott, covering first, and that'll retire the side. 1-2-3 inning for Scott. We go to the bottom of the third. No score. I smell a soccer score coming on. Well, Sale's a really good pitcher. Scott can match him. That would be impressive. Benj, Wagaman, and Terens. 7, 8, and 9 for the Mets order. This game's moving quick along. Bottom of the third already, and it's been, let's see, what, a half hour? Need to get Sale out of there so Beatty can get in there. Yeah. Or Beatty could also just be a good baseball player, and then he would be in the lineup against the lefty, but alas, he's not, you know? Sucks, right? Carson Benj will lead off for the Mets in the home third against Chris Sale, who's gone 6 up, 6 down so far with 4 strikeouts. First pitch to Benj, fastball in there for a called strike, and it's 0-1. Benj is 2 for 4 in this series. As that sinker is fouled off into left field seats. 0-2 to Benj as he calls time. Fastball misses outside for ball 1. The 1-2, fastball fouled off into the left field seats. Very fastball heavy from Sale so far. Doesn't seem like they can catch up to it. The 1-2, grounded past Riley and into left field for a base hit. Mets' first hit of the day belongs to Carson Benj. It's a lead-off single. That'll bring up Eric Wagaman. First pitch to Wagaman. Fastball in the inner half of the plate for strike 1. Wagaman hasn't really gotten much playing time. He's kind of just been riding the bench as the last position player. Getting the start at first base tonight. Lines that one into center field, but it'll stay up for Harris. 1 out. You can see Sale getting older inning by inning. Yeah, he's got the gray beard going. Here's Luis Torrens. First pitch fastball misses down and inside for ball one. That one clips the inside corner. 1-1. That one's called a strike. Shouldn't have been, but it's 1-2. One two to Torrens. Fastball misses high. That runs the count even. Two. There goes Benj. Swung on and missed at that slider, and Benj has taken second base. I don't know what's going on here, though. They calling interference here? I'm not sure. Umpire interference. Okay. Okay, so accidental interference called on Torrens, and Benj does not get the stolen base. So here's Lindor. First pitch slider misses down for ball one. Lindor struck out his first time up in the leadoff spot for this final game of this series. 1-0, swung on and missed at that changeup. He loses the bat as well. That's not great. I say bullshit. Counts 1-1 to Lindor. He just lost the grip of his bat, and he gets it back. No shrapnel. One to Lindor. Changeup misses down and in. Two one to Lindor. Grounded sharply to shortstop. Jarvis will go to the short way to Albies at second, and that'll retire the side. Leadoff single stranded by the Mets. We are through three. No score. Communist Russia, we throw bats. Yes. Lindor is a communist. Acuna, Olsen, and Harris for the Braves in the road fourth. Against Christian Scott, 31 pitches through 3 innings. Working very efficiently. He's thrown 25 strikes of those 31 pitches. Walks have been a little bit of an issue for Scott, so good to see him attacking. That's cross Mitch Voigt in his first AB in Double A. Just got a double, by the way. So there's that. First pitch to Acuna is a sweeper that's fouled off into the left field seats. Acuna flew out to right field his first time up. DHing in this game. And this one is popped up towards foul territory. Wagaman coming over. He makes the catch right next to the webbing. 1 out. Here's Olsen. And that cutter misses inside for ball 1. Olsen struck out his first time up. A 2-run homer in the first game of this doubleheader. The 1-0 is popped up towards foul territory again. Bo Bichette, a few steps next to the tarp, makes the catch. 2 out. Here's Michael Harris. First pitch is laced to left field, but it'll go foul. Scott working quick. Not really looking back as much. The 0-1 swung on and missed at a high and in fastball. 0-2 to Harris. The 0-2 fastball misses upstairs for ball 1. One, two. Cutter misses inside as Harris has to vacate a little bit. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Scott at the belt, the 2-2. Fastball foul back to the screen. It's now 40 pitches from Scott in the 4th inning, so still efficient. 2-2. Fastball fouled back to the screen, but first caught a piece of Teren's mask. He seems to be okay. What they wear masks for. Two to Harris. Fastball misses outside. That runs the count full. Albie's on deck. Swung on and missed. Got him with the cutter upstairs. And that'll retire the side. Another 1-2-3 inning for Christian Scott. We go to the bottom of the fourth. No score. It'll be Bichette, Robert, and Alvarez for the Mets in the home fourth against Chris Sale, who, like Scott, has been cruising. Messi hasn't scored a goal yet. Messi's slowing down. I think he's retiring after that World Cup, isn't he? Bo Bichette will lead off for the Mets. Scott's going to retire 27 straight batters in a non-perfect game. Would be awesome. We'll see. He's rolling right now. Bo Bichette struck out his first time up. First offering from Sale. Swung on and missed. And a high and tight slider. 0-1. Sale already with 5 strikeouts on the day. Yo 1. Swung on and missed. And it's quickly 0-2. Yo 2 to Bichette. Lifted high in the air to left field. This is definitely playable for Dubon. He gets under it. Makes the catch. 1 out. Here's Robert. Struck out his first time up. First pitch fastball is fouled back to the screen. 0-1. Robert batting third today. And against the lefty. Did not play in the second game of this series. The 0-1. Slider misses down and away for ball 1. One to Robert. Bounce to shortstop. Jarvis on the backhand overthrows. Over the head throws, to first, and that'll be the second out. Here's Alvarez. Alvarez grounded out his first time up. He's 0 for 1. Hasn't had much luck against Sale in his career. That slider misses outside for ball 1. Fastball inside, 2-0. strike on the outer half of the plate, the changeup, and it's 2-1 to Alvarez. Robert instead of Ewing. That pisses me off. I think both of them should probably be in the lineup right now. Swung on, I missed at that fastball. 2-2. Sale about to throw his 59th pitch. 2-2. Lined, caught by Albies. He didn't have to leap that much. And that'll retire the side. 1-2-3 inning for Chris Sale. We go to the 5th. No score. At least this game's moving along quick, right? Carson has a lot of stuff to do after this game is done. So I'm glad that we're getting a no-hassle game right now. Long day? Damn right. It's even longer for me. I got a show I got to prep. Never doubt my dedication to this team. I'll tell you that right now. Okay. Albies Dubon and Yastrzemski for the Braves in the road 5th against Christian Scott, who's been rolling ever since giving up a leadoff hit to Drake Baldwin. See how long that one carries out for. But either way, 43 pitches through 4 innings. Pretty efficient. First pitch to Albies. Fastball misses outside for ball 1. Albies popped up his first time up, excuse me. 1-0. Fastball fouled off into the seats behind home plate. Albies has 24 home runs in his career against the Mets. Wow. I feel like I remember every single one of them. That fastball misses outside according to the umpire. It's going to get challenged by Torrens, and it's likely going to get overturned. As I believe that nicked the outside corner. Yes, he did. So good call by Torrens. And it's now 1-2. A little smile from Torrens because he knew he got it right. One-two to Albies. Curveball. Just got a piece of it. Also got a piece of him, too. Still 1-2. One-two. Another curveball just fouled off. Got a little bit of Albies as well. Had to kind of walk it off there. 1-2 on the way to Albies. Sweeper just got a piece of that. Fouled down the first base line. Scott about to throw his 50th pitch of the night in the 5th inning here. Plenty of bullets left. Got to be the 7th pitch of this AB to Albies. Fastball misses outside. Third base umpire said he did not go. 2-2. To Albies. Lined base hit past the diving Lindor into center field. Braves' second hit of the game against Scott. It's a leadoff base runner. That'll bring up Dubon. Here's Dubon. First pitch swinging, bounces it to shortstop. Lindor waits on it, sends it to second, on to first, not in time from Simeon. They get one out, the lead runner at second. Dubon safe at first, one out. That'll bring up Mike Yastrzemski. He has struck out his first time up. Grandson of Hall of Famer Carl Yastrzemski. One of the greatest Red Sox players of all time. They've had plenty of them. Called strike on the outer half of the plate. 1-1. Yastrzemski does have a home run against Scott in his career. The 1-1. Sinker misses down and in. Two one. Cutter ripped. Foul. That was pretty close. Instead, it's 2-2 to Yastrzemski. That one just missed. God looks at Dubon at first and steps off. That's one disengagement. And Scott steps off again as Dubon was dancing off of first. So now Dubon has a free pass to try and steal second. On a 2-2 count to Yastrzemski, he does not go. That fastball's fouled off. Anton Richardson, former Mets first base coach, went to the Braves along with Jeremy Hefner. It's quite the asset for the Mets last year. One of the few things they did right, stealing bases under Anton Richardson. 2-2. Fastball fouled off into the left field seats. 2-2. Fastball foul back to the screen. So Scott having a little bit of trouble here with 2 strikes. Was working quick to start it off, but back to the habits of struggling to put batters away, especially left-handed hitters. Time's called by Yastrzemski. Two. Sweeper is popped up. Lorenz goes for a look, but it's out of play behind home plate. And there will be a 9th pitch of this AB to Yastrzemski. Making Scott work for the first time in a while. Two. Fastball fouled off. And there will be a 10th pitch. The 2-2. Splitter hooked foul down the first baseline. There will be an 11th. Scott now up to 62 pitches, about to throw number 63. 1 out, runner at first. 2-2. Swung on and missed. Got him with a fastball. Took 11 pitches, but he finally retired Yastrzemski. 2 out. 5th strikeout for Scott. That'll bring up Austin Riley. Riley struck out his first time up. First pitch sweeper misses completely down and in. Riley also has a home run against Scott in his career. The 1-0. Sweeper is fouled back to the backstop. Ball and a strike. One from Scott. Breaking ball ripped, foul. Right into the third base tarp. 1-2. Scott doing the most work in this inning. The 1-2. Sweeper misses outside. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Make sure to leave a like, guys, if you have not already. Greatly appreciated. Plenty coming up this week. Trade deadline. We'll be live for it. 2-2. Fastball fouled away. Two from Scott. Swung on and missed. Got him with the cutter. Side retired. So Scott works around the leadoff single for another scoreless inning. We are through 4.5, or some would say halfway through the game. Still no score here in Queens. All right, so job by Scott there's remaining contrived. Taylor, Simeon, and Benj for the Mets in the home fifth against Chris Sale. 59 pitches through 4 innings. Tyrone Taylor leads off against Sale. 0 for 1 today. Slider bends in there for a strike, and it's 0-1. Taylor popped out on the infield, his first time up. Slider misses outside. Chris Sale has given up just 1 hit. Fastball misses inside. 2-1. Sale sets the 2-1. Swung on and missed at a high fastball. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Taylor. Fastball was 93 from Sale, so interesting. 2-2. Slider got a piece of it. Goes foul. Two. Slider fouled off of the foot of Taylor. Please don't be hurt. We need to trade you. Sale now at 65 pitches on the day. Out to throw 66. Gets to the belt. 2-2. That fastball is fouled right to the top of the backstop. Right behind home plate. Two. Slider punched foul down the third base line. Two. Slider misses down and in. Count runs full. Simeon on deck. Who's the first domino to drop? I mean, I've been seeing reports about Minter being the first one to go. Strike 3 called. Got him with a fastball in the inner half of the plate. 1 out. 6th strikeout for Sale. Yeah, I've heard AJ Minter will be probably the first one to go. One of the relievers, I think, will be the first one to go. Hey, it's all going to happen Here's Simeon. Shoots that fastball foul down the first base line. 0-1. Simeon struck out his first time up. The 0-1. Fastball misses inside. Ball and a strike. The 1-1 slider pulled foul into the left field seats. 1-2 to Simeon. One, two to Simeon. Checked his swing. First base umpire said he went around. Strike 3. 2 out. 7th strikeout for Sale. Here's Benj. Benj has the Mets' only hit against Sale tonight. First pitch. Fastball clips the outside corner. 0-1. The 0-1. Sinker called a strike. And it's quickly 0-2. For Sale. Earned run average career under 3. 11.1 strikeouts per 9. It's crazy. Hall of Fame career. 0-2 swung on and missed. Got him with the fastball. 8th strikeout for Chris Sale. We go to the 6th. Still no score. Jarvis, Baldwin, and Acuna. And the road 6th against Christian Scott. 69 pitches through 5 innings. See how long he goes. Do you have any restraints on him? All right. Jim Jarvis will lead off against Christian Scott. Jarvis is 0 for 1. First pitch curveball in the bottom part of the zone, in there for a strike, and it's 0-1. Now 70th pitch for Scott. Cutter is fouled off his leg. Caught a piece of Terens, I believe. It's 0-2. Both Sale and Scott putting up zeros. 0-2. Curveball bounced in the dirt. Good stop by Terens. One-two to Jarvis. Ripped down the right field line over the head of Wagaman, and that'll roll all the way into the corner. It's a leadoff double for Jim Jarvis. Third hit of this game for the Braves. That'll bring up Drake Baldwin, top of the order. First pitch to Baldwin. Fastball misses up and away for ball one. So instant trouble for Scott to dig out of here in the sixth. No score. Got to throw his 75th pitch of the night. Baldwin singled his first time up. 1 for 2 on the day. Swings and misses at that sweeper. The 1-1. That one's Q-shotted to no man's land. All Lindor can do is smother it. It's an infield single for Drake Baldwin. Runners at the corners now with nobody out. The ball just does not land Scott's way there. And now he's got even more trouble to dig out of. Nothing you can do. Pitch about centimeter off the ground. Q-shotted toward the hole. Lindor saves a run right there. Here's Acuna. Acuna's 0 for 2 so far. It's a fastball inside for ball one. The 1-0. Sweeper in there for a strike, and it's 1-1. One to Acuna. Fastball. Clips the inside part of the zone. 1-2. 80th pitch on the way for the night from Scott. One-two to Acuna. Swung on and missed. Got him with the fastball. Much needed strikeout there for Scott. 7th strikeout of the night. 1 out. That'll bring up Olson. Olson's 0 for 2. Prime double play candidate here. First pitch from Scott. Fastball misses outside. The 1-0. Swung on and missed. That high fastball. Ball and a strike. Now Scott living on the edge here. Already got the first out. 1-1. Cutter in there for a strike. 1-2. The 1-2, grounded, past the diving Lindor and into center field. Jarvis is in to score. Drake Baldwin would go first to third, and in with an RBI single is Matt Olson, and the Braves take the lead here in the 6th. 5th hit of the game. Well, Scott did get the ground ball. Just sneaks through, past Lindor, and into center field. So Braves take the lead here. Open up the scoring. Here's Michael Harris. First pitch curveball is lifted down the right field line, but it'll go foul. Oh, we knew that can't be perfect always. Can't win with 0 runs on the board. And Scott breaks a little bit here in the 6th. Fastball misses outside for ball 1. Of course, that commie couldn't get it. Damn right. What a joke. 1-1 to Harris. Sweeper misses outside. 2-1. The 2-1 to Harris popped up on the infield. Like it'll go to foul territory. Bo Bichette's under it, makes the catch, 2 out. How many pitches does he have? He is at 88 pitches as we speak. So this is likely his last inning. Either way, he's pitched a good game. Mets got a hit. Here's Albies. Singled his last time up. 1 for 2 on the day. He checks his swing, but that one's called a ball. Terens is going to challenge that one. It likely will get overturned. That count will be 0-1. Yep. Just clipped the outside corner. So Terens now 2 for 2 on challenges today. A 1-0 to Albies. Curveball misses inside. 2-0. Or excuse me, 1-1. My bad. Fastball misses outside. 3-1. Dubon on deck. Would you rather win out the last 50? So, I'd rather them just sell at the deadline and see what happens, to be honest. I'm more just accepting that this team just really can't do anything right this year. So, I mean, it all depends. I mean, if it was a rather, I'd probably rather them have the high pick because I just think this is a lost season. Because I just don't think they would be able to do that anyway. That one misses outside for ball 4. First walk of the night for Christian Scott. And that'll load the bases here with 2 outs. We'll see if this is it. Nope. Justin Willard will come out for a meeting with Scott. Addition by subtraction with some of these players. True. Unfortunately, I think that they're only going to be trading the non-dead weight, and it's just going to be to get assets back. The guys like Sega, guys like Beatty, Vientos, guys who are just dead weight on this team, I don't think they're getting moved. unfortunately. They should be, but they're not going to. 93 pitches for Scott. Bases are loaded, 2 out. Mauricio Dubon is up. This will be his last batter. This is his batter to get. I want the pick. There's the next Piazza coming out next year. Well, Piazza was a 62nd round pick, so that'll never happen again. Dubon batting .322 with runners in scoring position this year. First pitch from Scott. Fastball right down the middle. 0-1. Bonzo for 2 today. Big spot here. The 0-1. Sweeper misses outside for ball 1. The 1-1. Cutter misses outside. 2-1. The 2-1. Sweeper misses down and away. And now it's 3-1 with nowhere to put him. Yastrzemski on deck. Scott about to throw his 98th pitch of the night. Likely will be his last. The 3-1 lifted into center field. Robert, a little bit to his left, makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Scott limits the damage to just 1 run after it could have been a lot more, and he ends his day with one hell of an outing as the Mets' young pitching continues to impress. 6 innings, a 1-run ball. However, the Mets have not hit a lick against Chris Sale. Down 1-0, go to the bottom of the 6th. See how long Sale goes. That's 76 pitches through 5 innings. Eric Wagaman will lead off for the Mets in the home 6, down now 1-0. Didn't realize Wagaman had a hit against Sale in his career. First pitch fastball misses up and away for ball 1. Wagaman's 0 for 1 today. Lined out to center field his first time up. The 1-0. Fastball misses inside. 2-0. Velo is down for Sale. You want to point that out? The 2-0 swung on and missed at a high and tight fastball. 2-1. Wagaman. Got to be the 80th pitch here. Swung on and missed at that fastball, high and away. 2-2. There's the 80 pitch threshold. Two-two. Lined into center field, base hit. Second hit of the day for the Mets belongs to Eric Wagaman. That'll bring up Luis Torrens. Hell has just been painting all night. Another day at the office. Future Hall of Famer. Here's Torrens. First pitch popped up into shallow center field. Michael Harris zeroing in on it. Gets under it, makes the catch, 1 out. That'll flip over the top of the order. Francisco Lindor, 0 for 2 today. I don't know to a fielder's choice his last time up. First pitch changeup misses outside for ball 1. Cisco has himself quite a career against Sale. 2 home runs in his career against him. And for a called strike. That to be the 85th pitch thrown by Sale. The 1-1. Fastball fouled off. A.J. Minter getting warmed up. Could this be the last time we see him as a New York Met? 1-2. Fastball misses outside. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Lindor. It was 99 from Sale, so he's starting to empty the tank here. Checks his swing. First base umpire says that he did not go around on the slider, and the count runs full. Bichette on deck. Three-two to Lindor. Popped up in a shallow right field. Yastrzemski comes in, makes the catch, 2 out. Arroyo has been starting over Clifford the last few days. I think that kid about to get released. I don't think he'll get released, but we'll see what happens there. I don't know. Yeah, it's been a really rough year for Clifford. He really has not been great. Main reason why we're not seeing him up here at any point, because he would have been up here at some point. I don't know. Maybe he does get a chance, but I don't think it's going to happen. Slider misses down and in for ball 1. So Scott's day is done. Sale about to throw his 90th pitch of the night. The 1-0. Slider misses inside. 2-0 to Bichette. On the way. Fastball inside for ball 3. 3-0 to Bichette. Robert on deck. The 3-0. Taking all the way. Strike down the middle. That's with just 2 hits tonight. 3-1. Fastball sliced foul on the right field line. This will likely be Sale's last inning. 3-2. Swung on and missed, got him with a high and away fastball, and that'll retire the side. 6 scoreless innings for Chris Sale. We go to the 7th. Mets down 1-0. AJ Minter will come in. This will be the last time we play this on stream. I don't know.
Feel lights flashing, left it coming in. Hear the ball crashing. AJ Minter, big boom, AJ. 6 foot southpaw, Tyler, Texas raised. From the Braves to Queens, now he's setting the stage. Cutter slice in like a guillotine blade. 4-seamer popping batters, looking afraid. Big boom, AJ, stepping out the pen. Lefty's trembling when he throws that heat again. Strikeout pile and swinging that ghost in the air. 1 pitch, 3 outs. He don't even care.
Christian Scott's day is done. 6 innings.
Big boom, AJ,
7 strikeouts.
Mets
1
moving
walk.
hero, lighting up the flame. Jay's flying high, you're low as the ground. When big boom, AJ throws, opponents go down. Big boom, boom, shut the door tight. AJ Minter, king of the night. Lefty killer, flame throwing machine. Big boom, AJ, you know what I mean.
First pitch to Eli White. In there for a called strike. 0-1. White has been killing the Mets this year, specifically lefties. That cutter is fouled off. It's quickly 0-2. Pinch hitting here for Mike Yastrzemski in the later innings. The 0-2. Cutter misses down and in for ball 1. Been a little bit of a struggle for Minter recently. That fastball's fouled off. Dadier Fuentes, who pitched in the first game of this series, warming up for another game. The 1-2 lifted in the air to right center field. Robert is under it, makes the catch. 1 out. Here's Riley. Riley struck out twice today. In this game, at least. 0-2. Fastball misses outside for ball one. Facing his former Braves teammate, E.J. Minter. Cutter misses upstairs, 2-0. The 2-0 change up, Q shotted foul down the first base line. Two one fastball upstairs. Riley had to vacate a little bit. 3-1. Jarvis on deck. The 3-1. It hits Riley. One out base runner for the Braves here in the 7th. And Minter asks Riley if he's okay, his former teammate. He nods him off. Obviously not intentional. Here's Jarvis. Doubled his last time up, scored the only run of this game on a RBI single by Matt Olson. First pitch. There goes Riley. Sinker misses upstairs. The throw is bobbled by Lindor. And Riley is in there safely with his 7th stolen base of the year. So runner into scoring position for the Braves. The 1-0. Called strike. Very high. Was definitely not a strike, but 1-1. I don't think Jarvis has much of royalty to use the challenges. Gonna guess. The 1-1 from Minter. Cutter popped up, and it'll go out of play. 1-2. One-two to Jarvis. Swung on and missed. Got him with the cutter. 2 out.
Lefty killer flamethrower machine, big boom AJ. You know what I mean.
Here's Drake Baldwin. 2 hits today. And that first pitch cutter misses down and away for ball 1. Game moving pretty quickly. Less than 2 hours. We're in the 7th inning. The 1-0. Called strike on the inner half of the plate. The cutter. Ball and strike. The 1-1. Cutter misses down and away. 2-1 to Baldwin. The 2-1. Cutter misses outside. 3-1 to Baldwin. Acuna on deck. The 3-1 swung on and missed at a center cut fastball. And the count runs full. Minter about to throw his 20th pitch of the night. Cunha looms on deck. And step off from Minter. Minter back into his wind up. The 3-2. Sinker fouled off. Minter sets. The 3-2 to Baldwin. Swung on and he went, says the third base umpire, and that'll retire the side. Baldwin does not like the call.
Left ain't killer flamethrowing machine. Big boom AJ.
Take it.
You know what I mean.
Stretch time here at Citi Field. 1-0 Braves. What's going on, United? How you feeling about your boy Beatty today? Well, he's not playing. He got a hit in the first game. So I guess that's good. But no, he fucking sucks. Pretty much the usual. Not a good player. Rose played 100 games this year. Unbelievable. Crazy. Crazy to think, huh? Phillies lost 8-6 earlier on today. Nationals lost 5-2 to Toronto at home. Eli White will remain in the game as the right fielder. For Mikey Yastrzemski, Dadier Fuentes will come on. He pitched the first game. We'll pitch the second game of this doubleheader as well. So Chris Sale's day is done. 6 scoreless innings. 9 strikeouts. Only just 2 hits. Hopefully that's a sigh of relief for the Mets. They can see Sale come out of the game and maybe they'll start hitting. .1986 throwing bats. All right. So there's Baldwin, still in the game, was not tossed out. Didn't like that call. Half and half, I'd say. That third base umpire definitely was instigating, though. Fuentes is a righty pitcher. Yep. Dadier Fuentes, 21 years old. It's been pretty impressive for them. Swung on a miss at that high and away fastball. It's 0-1 to Robert, who's 0 for 2 today. 2.66 earned run average across 44 innings pitched. This is his 37th appearance out of the Braves bullpen. And that fastball's fouled off at 100 miles an hour from Fuentes. And it's quickly 0-2. Robert, 0 for 2 tonight. Likely one of the pieces out of here during the deadline. 0-2, swung on and missed. Got him with a high fastball. 100, back-to-back. 1 out. They should put Beatty in to spark this team. Who would I hate more than the Braves or Phillies? I'd say it's the Braves now. To be honest, the team that bothers me the most is the Mets at this point. Most of my hatred lies with the Mets right now because they've been pissing me off for 2 calendar years. already by their own incompetence. Here's Alvarez. 0 for 2 today. Called strike on the outer half of the plate. 0-1. Alvarez, big RBI double in the first game of this doubleheader. Hitless tonight. Slider misses outside. Ball and a strike. The 1-1 swung on and missed. Big cut by Alvarez. A high fastball and is 1-2. 1-2 from Fuentes. Fastball fouled back to the screen. Did I say pissing you off past 2 years? Yeah, past 2 calendar years they've been playing some shitty baseball. And then 2024 they took a break and they played okay. Swung on and missed. Now goes Alvarez. Back-to-back strikeouts for Fuentes to start off the 7th. But that's not the entire total of how long they've been pissing me off. But the most recent streak, 2 calendar years. Here's Taylor. 0 for 2 today. First pitch slider misses down and away for ball 1. The 1-0, fastball down. 2-0 to Taylor. Fastball up and away. And it's 3-0 to Taylor. Semien on deck. They may pinch hit someone for him. Probably will end up being Beatty, unfortunately. The 3-0, or maybe Ewing, in there for a called strike. 3-1. Swung on and missed. At that high and away fastball, the count runs full. Three-two on the way. Called strike 3, but Taylor is going to challenge that, and he's going to get it. So the Mets will retain their challenges. And Tyrone Taylor will take his base. That'll bring up Semien, unless they have a pinch hitter here. Which I don't think they will. Tying run at first now. Tyrone Taylor. Fastball fouled off. No pinch hitter. So Beatty will not come into the game. Aw, shucks. Yo, 1 to Semien. Swung on and missed. A slider. It's 0-2. Oh, man. Long day. The 0-2. Swung on and missed. Got him with the slider. Semien's down on 3 pitches. That'll retire the side. We go to the 8th. Mets down 1-0. Mets are going to win. I can feel it. Well, it would be a sweep. When was the last time they swept the Braves? Cionel Perez will come in for the Mets in the road 8th. I'm going to guess that Weaver and Williams are unavailable for this game. Jonathan Pintaro was the 27th man they called up, by the way, in case you were wondering. Perez will face Acuna, Olsen, and Harris, which is why this is kind of weird. Wouldn't it make sense to put Raley in there? Okay, whatever. If you're going to use a lefty, okay. We punting this game down 1-0. Is Scott the hard luck loser tonight? Yeah, probably. Team didn't hit for him. Swung on a miss at a first pitch fastball. And it's 0-1 to Acuna. Acuna's 0 for 3 tonight. 0-1. Swung on and missed at a sinker at his feet. Quickly 0-2. The 0-2 from Perez. Fastball up. Ball 1. The 1-2. Driven out to right field, and Benj makes a fantastic diving play. 1 out. Benj, a little bit of a late start on that ball, but was able to get to it. And he robs Acuna of a hit. Well done. Just got his glove under it. 1 out. That'll bring up Olsen. Olsen is responsible for the only run today in this game. RBI single in the 6th inning, his last time up. He's 1 for 3 on the day. First pitch, breaking ball, clips the inside corner for a strike, and it's 0-1. Nice play there by Benj. Got the heel of the glove. 0-1. Checked his swing. First third base umpire said he went, and it's quickly 0-2 to Olsen as he calls time. The 0-2. Breaking ball misses completely down and away. Bounced in the dirt and is 1-2. One, 2. Fastball misses outside. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Two. Fastball misses outside, and the count runs full. Michael Harris on deck. 3-2. Fastball fouled into the left field seats. Still 3-2. Elson does have a home run in his career against Cioniel Perez. 3-2. Breaking ball fouled off. Perez sets. 3-2. Fastball fouled off. Three-two to Olson. Got him looking on the outside corner with a fastball. 2 out. Perfectly placed pitch there. Time is called by the umpire. I'm going to bring up Michael Harris. Harris is hitless tonight, 0 for 3. First pitch, breaking ball. This is down and away for ball 1. That breaking ball bends in there for a strike. Perez is set, the 1-1. Grounded to third, 2-hop to Bichette. Throws to first in time, and that'll retire the side. 1-2-3 inning for Cioniel Perez in the 8th. We go to the bottom of the 8th. Mets with 6 outs to go. Trying to go for the sweep, down 1-0. Never a reason to not start Benj or Ewing. The only thing is that you want to start Robert and Taylor because you want them showcased for the trade deadline. But yeah, listen, I get what you mean. But for the next few days, you'll probably see more playing time for them. Once everything is done for the trade deadline. You'll definitely see a lot more of the young guys. Dylan Lee will come in to pitch the 8th. Left-hander will face Benj Wagaman and Torrens. Mets have yet to get a runner into scoring position tonight. Sorry for cursing. You're gonna apologize for cursing here? Come on now. Why showcase Taylor anymore? Well, he's also been hitting, so. Put him in there against the lefty with Chris Sale, so. Even though he's been hitting both platoons, Dylan Lee, 2.27 earned run average. This is his 50th appearance of the year. Benj lifts one to center field. Back goes Harris onto the track near the edge of the warning track. Makes the catch. 1 out. So 1 pitch and 1 out for Dylan Lee. As Benz mistimed the game by about 10, 12 feet. Here's Wagaman. Wagaman singled his last time up against Chris Sale, one of the 2 hits they've had all night. First pitch, swung on and missed, and a slider, and it's 0-1. There's Juan Soto on the shelf for quite a while. Probably not the entire year, but for a while. Slider misses down. The 1-1, swing and a miss. At a down and in changeup, and it's 1-2 to Wagaman. One, two. Changeup misses down and in. Two to Wagaman. Grounded softly right in front of the plate. Baldwin pounces on it, makes the play to first, 2 out. Probably giving them a half day off. Yeah, I mean, they both played the first game. So I'm just ready to get this deadline started, basically. Maybe we get a trade tonight. You never know. You just never know. Here's Terens, 0 for 2 today. Swings and misses at that first pitch slider. And it's 0-1. The 0-1. Bounce to shortstop. Jarvis on the backhand has plenty of time to throw out Terens. And that'll retire the side. 1-2-3 inning for Dylan Lee here in the 8th. The Mets still down 1-0. We go to the 9th. Alexa just told me that the number of games Lindor and Soto have been in the lineup together is 9 games. I think it's a little bit more than that. It's like 12 or 13, but yeah, they have not been healthy at the same time at all this year. Sucks. One of the main reasons why this team has been bad. One of the many reasons, shall I say. Daniel Duarte will pitch the 9th for the Mets. Duarte has had scattered a bit a few appearances. This is his 7th with the Mets. Still has yet to allow an earned run. 10 1/3 inning. We'll face Albies, Dubon, and Eli White in the road 9th. Mets emptying the tank of the bullpen. It seemed like Rayleigh was available today. I don't know why. But hey, are we going to question? I don't know if we're going to question. Yet to allow an earned run. Let's see if he can continue that. First pitch to Albies. Sweeper clips the top of the zone for strike one. Albies is 1 for 2 today. Singled in the 5th, walked in the 6th. Yeah, that fastball's lifted foul. Quickly 0-2 to Albies. Guys, make sure to tune in tomorrow. Mets Weekly Podcast. Episode 228. Fastball fouled off. Going to recap this Braves series, and then for the Marlins series, there will not be a podcast episode to recap that one. Instead, we will be going live for the last 4 hours of the trade deadline from 2 to 6 on August 3rd. Sweeper fouled off with some of your favorite Mets creators. Some of our good friends here in the community will be joining us. The 0-2, fastball up and away. 1-2. Raciel Iglesias getting warmed up. And that changeup misses down and away. 2-2. Fastball foul back to the backstop, and it caught a piece of Albies. He limps out of the box. Looks like he's okay. From Duarte. Fastball misses outside. The count runs full. Mauricio Dubon on deck. Logan O'Hoppe to the Rangers. Oh, okay. So we're getting started with trades. Okay. All right, so it's a reliever for a catcher. All right. Yeah, well, O'Hoppe, they've been waiting for a while for him to break out. Swung on and missed to that down and in slider. 1 out. Here's Dubon. Dubin. First pitch sweeper clips the outside corner. For strike one, Dubon is 0 for 3 tonight. Reached on a fielder's choice in the 5th. That's about it. The 0-1. Cutter fouled off to the right field seats. Quickly 0-2 to Dubon. Mets will be staying home to face the Marlins for a 4-game set starting tomorrow night. The 0-2, sweeper misses outside. Ball 1. Chase Silseth will be going to the Rangers, I think. Right? Yes. And catcher O'Hoppe. Okay, so there's a return. Okay, so it's a catcher and a... All right. 2-2. Changeup lifted foul. I think that was a sweeper, actually. Two, sinker fouled off. 2-2 to Dubon. That cutter misses outside, and the ball, excuse me, count is full. Eli White on deck. 3-2, line to the left field. That's going to fall for a base hit. 1 out, single here for Dubon. 6th hit of the night for the Braves. Here's Eli White. First pitch swinging, grounds it slowly up the third base line. Duarte will have to put it in his pocket. Back-to-back hits for the Braves. It's an infield single for Eli White as he continues to torment the Mets this season. Got to bring up Austin Riley. Riley was hit by the pitches last time up. 0 for 2 on the day. Justin Willard will come out to the mound to talk some strategy with Daniel Duarte. The 8 and 9 hitters due up. 2 on, 1 out. First pitch swung on and missed at a cutter. Right down the middle, and it's 0-1 to Riley. The 0-1 checked his swing, and he went around on the cutter. It's 0-2. The 0-2, cutter misses down and away for ball 1. Brooks Raley getting warmed up alongside Jonathan Pintaro, who's the 27th man here during the doubleheader. 1-2, sweeper misses outside. First and second, 1 out, 2-2. Sinker fouled off the fists and into the Mets dugout. Nice catch there by Mets first base coach, Gilbert Gomez. Two-two, swung on and missed. Got him with the breaking ball. 2 out. So it was Ohapi and Silseth goes to the Rangers. I'm not sure what the return is, but you got 2 pieces go to the Rangers. Silseth's not a bad reliever. Ohapi, it's been rough for him. Here's Jarvis. Jarvis has scored the only run in this game. First pitch cutter in there for a strike, and it's 0-1. The 0-1, sweeper misses in the dirt. Ball on a strike. The 1-1, lifted in the air to center field. Robert doesn't have to move much. makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Duarte strands a couple of base runners for a scoreless ninth. Last licks for the Mets, last of the ninth, top of the order due up, 1-0, Braves. Raciel Iglesias will likely come in for his bidding for his 22nd save on the year. .43 earned run average on the year. Not impossible, but still has been good. Very professional announcing today. Thank you. I've done both games. I'm pretty tired, but however, I need to stay up to prep my show as well. So it's been a long day, guys. Long day. Hope you guys enjoyed it. A trade like that might set the market for relievers at the deadline. Mets might be active in the next 24 hours. You'd hope. You hope. We'll hope. We'll see if that happens. I do think that something will happen eventually. In the next either later tonight or during the day tomorrow, I do think the Mets will probably make a trade. Who will that be? Possibly Minter. You don't know. But either way. Last of the ninth here at Citi Field. Tarps are off in the upper deck over there. That's trying to rally here in the ninth. Just 2 hits today. Not a single runner brought into scoring position. Raciel Iglesias will look to finish it off. Swung on and missed at that change up, and it's already 0-1. 0-2, excuse me, to Lindor. Lindor 0 for 3 today. The 0-2. Chopped out and popped up to shallow left field. Riley's under it. He makes the catch, 1 out. Here's Bichette. He's struck out twice today. He's 0 for 3. First pitch sinker, grounded down the third base line. Bow. The 0-1. Lifted in the air to left field. Not very deep. Dubon eases under it to his right. Makes the catch. 2 out. The Mets are down to their final out of the day. It'll be Luis Robert. Robert's 0 for 3. 1 for 7 in his career against Iglesias. First pitch, changeup popped up behind home plate. And it'll go foul. Fastball fouled off. And the Mets are down to their final strike. The 0-2 hit in the air to left field. Dubon coming over towards the line, makes the catch, and that'll do it. The Mets shut out in the series finale against the Braves as they're unable to complete the sweep. Christian Scott with another stellar performance, but it just was not enough. Mets get stymied for 6 innings against Chris Sale. The bullpen did the rest. Only 2 hits, didn't get a single one to scoring position. And this series with the Braves ends off with a lifeless one for the Mets offense as they fall back down to 17 games under 500 with now just less than 96-ish hours away from the trade deadline. This would be a brutal loss. I think we've had enough of those this year. Kind of what we expect at this point. Mets lose 1-0. And that'll be it, guys. We'll be back tomorrow for more watch-along coverage. We'll also have the Mets Weekly podcast, which will be at 5 o'clock tomorrow, which I actually have to go start prepping. Thank you guys so much for watching, tuning in to the watch-along stream today. Both of them. Make sure to subscribe to the Mets Weekly YouTube channel. And like I said, tune in later for the podcast tomorrow at 5, and then also we will have a watch along at 7 to start off the Marlins series. Those of you watching on playback, you want to join the conversation in the future, make sure to turn on those post notifications to know when we go live. Make sure to follow Mets Weekly on X and on TikTok. Follow all of us individually. The links are in the description. Let's go Mets, and we will see you guys next time.